Good day, Body20 Network, and welcome to the next edition of Body20's EMS Masterclass. Today we're going to be taking on the topic of increasing the difficulty of your exercise routines and how we actually do that with EMS. You'll see today that we cover a basic or beginner's routine, an intermediate routine, and an advanced routine. But what actually changes between these routines and who are these routines suitable for? Well, let's start with the techniques. There are 7 basic techniques for intensifying an EMS routine or your actual exercise program, i.e. the workout that you are doing with your client in the studio. Number 1, we can raise the stimulus intensity, which we already know how to do as was discussed in the leveling up procedures in the previous masterclass. Number 2, you can motivate more muscle flexion. We can motivate more muscle flexion using tactile and verbal spotting techniques, just like in the clip next. So down, 10 seconds here, good strong work, and up in 3, 2, 1, and hold to the top. Nice and strong, fantastic work, hold, change legs for me. Get ready, 3, 2, 1, squeeze and hold. Nice strong form, in 3, 2, 1, pull up, engage these lats over here, pull down hard, fantastic work. 1 down, ready for 2. The next thing that we can add to make our routines more challenging is to combine upper and lower body movements. There's only a certain variety of upper body movements that you can utilize within an EMS routine, and combining these with the lower body movements, as you'll see in the next video, can help intensify your routine and give your clients a harder EMS experience. Have a look. Ready and brace. Alright, how this one's going to work is we're going to start in a lunge position and then on the contraction, press the top. Right, ready, and first one up, push the ceiling, and down low. Hold that lunge position, keep the knee up, 3, 2, 1, press, 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 nice and strong, good, and down for number 3, 3, 2, 1, press, 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 good work, and down for number 4, 3, 2. You'll notice in the last 2 clips, as well as in many of the clips to come, I didn't only include the aforementioned intensifying technique, I also included something else, something we know as isometric holds, otherwise known as holding the attention in the muscle group at the end range of motion, both on and off of contraction. It can be included in routines right from the basic routines well into the advanced routines, and so technically forms the 8th intensifying technique. The next thing that we can do to make our routines more challenging is we can actually add in repetitions into an EMS routine. Now, what is vitally important to remember is that we do not add repetitions within the contraction phase itself. Remember that during the contraction phase, we utilize one slow quasi-isometric movement to maintain as much muscle tension that we can throughout the contraction phase. But if we want to increase the work rate of the entirety of the routine, we can add in multiple repetitions off the contraction. Never add in more than 2 repetitions, as then you might be rushing the client and not prepare them properly for the next contraction. Here's an example. Now once you get into a squat position, you're going to do 1 slow repetition to the bottom, 3, 2, 1, squeeze. When it goes off, 2 full repetitions, do it with me, come up once, up, down, ready, and squeeze to the top, perfect, and 2 full, 1, up, down, up, ready, squeeze to the bottom, perfect, and 1, up, down, and squeeze, fantastic work, another 1, down, up, down. Number 5, the next thing that we can do to make our routines more challenging is what we call pulsing movements or final contractions. Final contractions utilizes a very small range of motion and thus does not constitute a full repetition. The idea is that every time you pulse in that small range of motion, usually at the end range of movement for that exercise, you're trying to build stronger and stronger muscle tension in the muscle group specific to that exercise, and thus making that exercise far more challenging. Pulsing movements will often go hand in hand with using isometric holds, but usually only get incorporated into more advanced routines. Alright, ready for the next one? Brace for me. Cool. We're going to come into a squat position. The first contraction, we're just going to squat down and hold. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Let's come down into this position over here. Strong work. Next contraction, pulsing movements. Ready, and pulse. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the thighs, squeeze the hammies, and hold. One more pulsing movement, and squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hammies, squeeze the thighs, and hold. Last one coming up, last one coming up. 3, 2, 1. Press, 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 press. Strong work, strong work. And slow movements up, get ready, and slow to the top. Nice and strong.
Number 6, the next thing that we can do to make the routine more challenging is that we can actually use compound sets. Now, what is a compound set? Compounding sets or exercises is essentially adding exercises next to each other that stress the same muscle group. I.e., if I were doing squats, I'm stressing legs and glutes, i.e. same with lunges. So if I want to make the routine more challenging for the client, specifically to focus on their target areas, which might vary from client to client, I would compound sets next to each other in order to make that muscle group work harder during the routine. If there is no specific focus area for a client, remember that we do not need to compound sets, as this can actually cause involitional fatigue and tire out that muscle group too early, giving us a lackluster exertion for the rest of the session and lack of motivation to flex the muscles accordingly due to that lactic acid buildup. As far as compounding sets go, for the purpose of this video, I didn't include any examples in these basic, intermediate, and advanced routines, but I think the technique is relatively self-explanatory. All that we need to do is put exercises back to back that stress the same muscle group, hence creating an intensifying technique on specific muscle groups, often the focus point for that client in that actual routine. And finally, number 7, the last thing that we can do to intensify our EMS routines, and I've left it at the last point for a reason, is to add weights or resistance bands to their exercises. Please note that weights and resistance bands or any additional resistance should be used sparingly in a routine and only for our advanced clients. Using weights too early on in a client's Body20 journey can actually create a lazy mindset. The clients get the perception that now, because they're receiving the stimulus into the body, as well as carrying an additional load, that they no longer have to focus on muscle tension during the actual movement, which is not what we want. Absolute focus should always be on maintaining muscle tension during the movement. However, if you spent the time progressing through the levels and the different methods of intensifying your routines, adding weights and resistance bands to an advanced client can be very beneficial. Have a look at the ones to follow.
Alright, so you grab those. Perfect. On the next contraction, you're going to take the medicine ball, pull across the body, hold tight as you can in the abs, and up, same side, ready, and squeeze across, tense the abs, that's it, that's it, that's it. Hold the position, hold your balance. 3, 2, 1, pull across, abs tight, abs tight, abs tight. Good strong work, that's 3 down, good to go. Now, I want you to take a step to your left, just so we can pull the cable out of the way. Get that way for me. You're going to grab onto this, brace for this one. Cool, brace. And you're going to take an overhand grip. Alright, from this overhand grip, start here, on a contraction, raise it to the top. Alright. Okay, we're going to go on the next contraction, push to the heels, raise the bar above the head, reach back, ready, and pull the bar all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, and down to the bottom. Number 2, get ready, 3, 2, 1, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, squeeze, 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 strong work. Number 3, and ready, nice breath in, squeeze, 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 doing great. Number 4, strong work. Right, you're going to come forward for me, and hold against the device, ready, and brace. Okay, we're going to put your feet in these bands over here, 1 foot in, and 1 foot in. Alright, so it doesn't pinch. Okay, next one we're going to work on the glutes a little bit. We're going to go forward, leaning glutes extension. Come on, let's start it here. On the contraction, I want you to push against the band, raise the glutes, nice. And down, we can alternate for this one, so we want to the other leg. 3, 2, and squeeze. Keep the low back tight, core strong, and up. Keep alternating, nice breath in. This is for 3, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
Please note that weights and resistance bands can also be used in a variety of different ways other than the ones aforementioned, but also note that I left them last on the intensifying techniques for a reason. As we already know, EMS was designed to be a bodyweight form of exercise, and thus we as a network only incorporated weights and resistance bands to add varying and interesting routines and also to create progression in those clients. There's just a couple things that we have to keep in mind when incorporating weights into our actual routines. The first thing that we can keep in mind is do not let the weights and resistance bands that you have available to you determine the exercises that you are going to use. This is the wrong way of thinking about things. When we're designing a program for a client or thinking about our routine for the next few sessions, we need to have our routine pre-planned regardless of the weights that we have available to us. In other words, plan your movements first and how many repetitions that you're going to do with them, and then afterwards see how your weights or resistance bands can fit into those routines to make them more challenging for advanced clients, rather than having the mindset, oh, well, I've got this and this and this weights available, I'm going to do these and these and these exercises with those weights. No, movements first, weight as an addition to create more challenging routines. The next thing is that you shouldn't let the weights and resistance bands interrupt the flow of your routine. If you're doing certain exercises and you're busy handing the client a dumbbell, handing them a kettlebell, taking it away, giving it back, and handing them something else, it can come off as unplanned and unprofessional as well. What you should rather do is work with one piece of equipment for consecutive exercises before giving the client something else. And so, for example, if you want to work with a medicine ball here, you give the client a medicine ball, use it for 2 to 3 exercises, take it away, and then hand them the piece of equipment that you want to work with next. Obviously, only for advanced clients. Not even I use pieces of equipment back to back in advanced routines. The last thing that you should keep in mind with weights and resistance bands is do not overload your client with unnecessarily heavy weights. Remember that the predominant factors in EMS are stimulus intensity and voluntary muscle flexion. You will not aid in voluntary muscle flexion by making the weights heavier and heavier. That has far more to do with your mind to muscle connection. But weights and resistance bands do have a place in assisting that mind to muscle connection. But if the weight or the resistance is too heavy, there's more likely a chance of you straining that muscle than actually improving that mind to muscle connection or the contraction value that you're getting out of that movement. Thank you guys so much for watching my next masterclass video. I hope you found value in it. In addition to the short clips that I made use of as examples during the actual video, here are the full-length routines of the basic, intermediate, and advanced routines. You guys can watch them at your own discretion. Have a great day.
Here, only very few of those methods for intensifying your routines, and so we're going to keep this one nice and basic. We've got Rebecca here, 20-minute session. You ready, Rebecca?
Yes.
Cool, let's get you started. Nice brace position for me. Get ready for the first contraction. Nice and strong. Get ready for one more. 3, 2, 1. Everything nice and strong. Good stuff. So our first one's going to be a nice, easy, forward-leaning tricep extension. Get ready, and forward lean, squeeze up the triceps, nice and tight, keep it strong, keep it strong, keep it strong, and up. Ready for 2, 3, 2, 1, lean forward, tense hard, triceps tight, perfect. Number 3, 3, 2, 1, lean forward, shoulder blades together, triceps nice and strong, perfect. 4, 3, 2, 1, and leaning forward, keep the abs tight, triceps strong, nice strong work. In 3, 2, 1, lean forward, nice and strong, tense, tense, tense. Perfect work. Last 2 of these. 3, 2, 1, and leaning forward, tighten up, squeeze here. Strong work. Last one. And 3, 2, 1, and lean forward, nice and strong. Flex hard, flex hard. Perfect. Alright, brace with me for one contraction. Let's get ready for the next one. Ready, and squeeze. Alright, to a squat, just the descension mode over here. In 3, 2, 1, nice and slow, descending squat. Keep hammies, quads tight, and up. Get ready for 2, 3, 2, 1, just down low, nice and strong. Perfect, and up. Number 3, 3, 2, 1, and descend. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hammies, nice and tight. Doing good. 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow to the bottom, flex hard. Give me 4 more of these, and 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Nice and strong. Work. And up, 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Down low, tummy tight. Quads and hammies, strong as you can. Good, last 2. 3, 2, 1. Down low, flex, flex, flex. Nice, strong work. Perfect. And last one in 3, 2, 1. Down low, nice and strong. Keep it tight. Perfect. Alright, next one, brace for me. Brace for this contraction. Ready and squeeze. On the next contraction, bicep curl, out of crunch. Tense here, tense the biceps. Ready in 3, 2, 1. And squeeze those biceps, squeeze those abs. Perfect. And 3, 2, 1. Biceps tight, abs strong. Nice, strong work. 4 and 3, 2, 1. Tense, tense, tense. Strong work. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Nice forward lean. Biceps tight, abs tight. Good. Control that contraction. 3 more. And 3, 2, 1. And tense those muscles. Nice and tight. Good. Last two. And 3, 2, 1. Tense, tense, tense. Pull tight, pull tight. Good. Last one. 3, 2, 1. And pull tight. Strong as you can. That's it. Brace position for me. Brace for one contraction. Ready and squeeze. And the next contraction, just nice and slow into a lunge. Alright, 1 foot forward in 3, 2, 1. Come down low. Squeeze the quads. Squeeze the hammies. Keep the tummy tight. And up. Keep that foot forward. Same leg. In 3, 2, 1. Nice and strong. Perfect. And up. Number 3 in 3, 2, 1. And tense, tense, tense. Good. Just 3 more this leg. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze tight. Perfect. Nice and strong. 2 more to go. In 3, 2, 1. Nice and low. Flex, flex, flex. Good. And last 1. In 3, 2, 1. Keep that balance. Strong work, strong work. Awesome. And brace for 1 contraction. Then you're going to change legs. Ready and brace. Good stuff. And go onto the right leg now. And into position in 3, 2, 1. Nice and low. Keep your quads tight. Squeeze tight. Strong work. And up. 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow lunge. Flex the muscles hard. Good work, good work. And up. Number 3, 3, 2, 1. Down low. Keep that balance. Strong tension. Good. 3 more to go. 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow. Flex hard. Good. Strong work. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Down low. Pull those muscles tight. Strong work, strong work. Last 1 in 3, 2, 1. And tense. Nice and strong. Perfect. You can brace with me for the next contraction. Let's get ready for the next one. Ready and squeeze. Alright, once you get to the wide position, let's go for biceps. 3, 2, and squeeze the biceps, squeeze the biceps. And out. Good. Now I want you to pull the abs tight as well. Ready, and pull the biceps in, abs tight. Strong work. Now I want you to squeeze the glutes. 3, 2, 1. Biceps, abs, and squeeze the glutes nice and strong. Good. Now full body flexion. Number 4. 3, 2, 1. Pull biceps, pull abs, pull glutes. Legs tight. Good. 4 to go. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice and strong. 2 more. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Tummy tight, glutes strong. And last 1. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Tight as you can. And brace for me. 1 contraction. Ready and brace. Right, so how the next one's going to work is while the contraction's off, you're going to sit at the bottom. When the contraction comes up, you're going to push to the top. Try some side back. Right, let's brace for this one. And you're going to get into the position at the bottom position. Alright, so we go. In 3, 2, one. Push, push to the top. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. That's it. Hold that balance. And from the bottom, 3, 2, 1. Push through the heels. Tense up top. Nice and tight. And down low. 3, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze tight. Nice and strong. Loving it. Number 4. In 3, 2, 1. That's it. And 2 to go. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Nice strong work. And last one. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep it tight, keep it tight. Nice and strong and brace position. Good. Get ready and brace. Next one, we're going to have to balance. You're going to start over here on the contraction. Pull across the body. Raise the knee. Alright. And first one up. That's it. I'm going to help you balance. Keep the tummy tight. And up. Same side. Number 2, 3, 2, 1. Pull across. Squeeze strong. Squeeze strong. That's it. And up. Number 3, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Strong. Just 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Nice. 2 to go. 2 to go. Make the muscles work hard. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze across. Nice and strong. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Pull across the body. Tighten the tummy. That's it. Let's rotate to the other side now. Other side. So you can start here to that knee. And squeeze. That's it. Well, that's too strong. You just balance it. Okay, cool. 3, 2, 1. Pull across. That's it. As strong as you can. And up. 2, 3, 2, 1. That's number 3. Nice and strong. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Almost there. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. That's it. And brace position for me. Ready and brace. Alright. How this one's going to work is we're going to start in a lunge position and then on the contraction, press the top. Alright. Ready and first one up. Push the ceiling, push the ceiling. And down low. Hold that lunge position. Keep the knee up. 3, 2, 1. Press, press, press. Nice and strong. Good. And down for number 3. 3, 2, 1. Press, press, press. Good work. And down for number 4. 3, 2, 1. Press, press, press. And last 2 from the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Press the top, press the ceiling away. That's it. And last one. And burn in 3, 2, 1. Press, press, press. Push the ceiling up. And brace for one contraction. And then get ready to start on the other leg. Brace for this one and squeeze tight. Good stuff. And let's get down into position. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. From the right leg, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. To the top and down. In 3, 2, 1. Press, press, press. And for the bottom in 3, 2, 1. Squeeze to the top. Hammies and glutes. Quads nice and tight. Last 3 in 3, 2, 1. Push, push, push. Squeeze tight, squeeze tight. That's it. Give me 2 more, give me 2 more. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice and strong. Perfect. And 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And brace position for me. There we go. Brace, brace, brace. Alright. Brace for one more contraction for me. Just catch the breath. Alright. One more. And brace. Cool. For this one, we're going to do deadlift simulation over here on the contraction. Raise to the top. Reach back. Alright. That's it. Nice and high. And from the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Push through the heels. Squeeze through the glutes. Raise with the shoulders. That's it. 3, 2, 1. And squeeze. Nice and tight. It's up. Good stuff. For the next one, in 3, 2, 1. Through the heels. Nice and strong. Nice and strong. Looking great. 4 more to go, 4 more to go. In 3, 2, 1. Push the heels, raise up tight, keep the abs strong. That's it, 3 more. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze right through, tense the muscles, tight as you can. And last 2, in 3, 2, 1. Squeeze up, push through, nice and tight. And last 1, in 3, 2, 1. And squeeze, nice and strong, raise high. And brace position for me, brace, brace, brace. Alright, last exercise of our standing portion. So it's going to be a nice forward lean, reverse fly. Alright, nice and gentle. Ready? And first one, forward lean, abs tuck, upper back strong. Good work. And 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, forward lean, abs tight, squeeze the upper back, make that reverse fly motion a little bit slower. 3, 2, 1. Lean forward, pull together, nice. And 3, 2, 1. Nice and forward lean, abs strong. Working it, good. Give me 4 more. And 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. 3 to go, almost there. In 3, 2, 1. Lean forward and squeeze tight. Last two. In 3, 2, 1. Lean forward, squeeze tight. Good, strong work. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Last one in 3, 2, 1. Lean forward, tighten up. Strong work. Brace position for me. Brace for the contractions. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. Now just take a step to your right for me. Okay, when this contraction ends, down onto the hands and the knees. Hands and the knees. And onto the hands and knees, brace for contraction in 3, 2, 1, brace. Alright, so we're just going to come into a standard plank position and hold. Alright, we've got 4 contractions. Ready? And number 1, hold. 4 contractions, that's it. This is number 1. Perfect. And again, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. Good stuff. Keep the tummy tight. And ready for number 3, 3, 2, 1. Keep the abs strong. That's it. Nice. And last one in 3, 2, 1. And brace. Strong work. And rest in the hands and the knees. Rest in the hands and the knees. Alright. Brace for the next contraction. Get ready and squeeze. And the next contraction, opposite arm and leg. Opposite arm and leg. Nice and easy to the top. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Opposite arm. Nice and strong in the upper back, in the glutes, and the lower back. And down on the other side. 3, 2, 1. Raise it up high, keep it tight. And down in 3, 2, 1. Keep alternating. Squeeze, nice and strong. Perfect. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze up high. That's it, give me 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Raise them up. Upper back tight, lower back tight, legs tight. That's it. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Strong work. And last two. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze up. And last one in 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the top. Alright, brace position, there you go. Hold it just there. And brace. Cool. Now what you're going to do is you're going to do an extended plank, feet wide on the contraction, raise one arm, and then down. Alright. And raise one arm, keep it up, and plank. Now on the left arm, 3, 2, 1, raise the other arm, nice and strong. And plank, one on each leg now, in 3, 2, 1, just one leg at a time. Nice, strong work, keep the tummy tight. And last one onto the other leg, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze nice and strong. And rest in the hands and knees, Ready, and brace. When this contraction ends, flip over onto the back for me. And onto the back. I'm going to turn your upper back down, just to help you. Traps down, brace down. Everything good? Calves down. Better. Alright, okay, you're going to do a pelvic raise for me, so you're going to push the bum into the head, heels to the bone, ready, and raise the bum, squeeze tight, and down below, 2, keep the glutes tight, head tight, 3, 2, 1, squeeze, doing great, and down, 3, 2, 1, raise up, squeeze the glutes, squeeze with the hammies, and down, in 3, 2, 1, raise up high, tighten the abs, nice strong work, give me 4 more, in 3, 2, 1, squeeze it up strong, nice, and nice tension, down, more, 3, 2, 1, through the hamstrings, through the glutes, nice strong work, perfect, 2 more to go, 3, 2, 1, and up go, hamstrings, glutes, squeeze strong, and last one, in 3, 2, 1, press, 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 fantastic, and brace for this next contraction, get ready and brace, alright, for this one you're going to have the hands over the abs on the contraction, raise the legs up nice and slow, ready, 3, 2, 1, pull through the tummy, squeeze with the abs, and down, 3, 2, 1, squeeze through the abs, and down, almost done, this is the last exercise, 3, 2, 1, squeeze, nice and strong, and number 4, 3, 2, 1, nice and tight, good stuff, 4 to go, then we leg, 3, 2, 1, pull through the core muscles, that's it, you need 2 more, 3, 2, 1, squeeze it up, and the last one, 3, 2, 1, squeeze, and done. Good job. Woo! Okay, stop recording. Hey guys, so we've got Dylan here ready for our intermediate routine. I've already set his level, so that's all fine now. We're going to apply a few more of those intensifying techniques in order to make the routine a bit more challenging than a beginner. Have a look out at the routine, see if you can spot those techniques that make the routine more challenging. Alright, into a brace position for me, Dylan. Let's get ready. I'm going to restart your program again. And here comes the contraction. Brace, brace, brace. One more, ready, 3, 2, 1, and brace. Cool, hold that position for me. Our first exercise is going to be an eccentric squat with a chest press like this. The second exercise is going to be a concentric squat, pull up with a row. Get ready for the next one in 3, 2, 1, and squeeze to the top, 10 top, pull those shoulder blades together, perfect form. Let's get ready for the next one in 3, 2, 1, and down low, press with the chest nice and hard over here, good form, hold just there, get ready, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze to the top, push hard, perfect, that's 2 down, in 3, 2, 1, press, 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 squeeze, 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 just over there, holding, great form, get ready to come up in 3, 2, 1, and out. Good breath control, hold just like that, tighten the shoulder blades. Ready for the next, 3, 2, 1, press, 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 nice posture and hold, perfect. Ready to come up in 3, 2, 1, and breathe out. Nice exhale, nice and tight up here, great strong work. You need 2 more of these in 3, 2, 1, keep those abs nice and tight, press into the squat position, holding strong, perfect. And ready again in 3, 2, 1, push to the top, tense back, fantastic work. Last one of these, in 3, 2, 1, and press, 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 perfect stuff. Alright, last one coming up, in 3, 2, 1, push to the top, through the heels, nice and strong. Fantastic, back into a brace position for me. Our next one's going to be a diagonal crunch, just like this. Try and balance as best as you can, alright? Feet a little closer together, arms up here, nice breath in, and pull. Nice and strong, that's it. And down, same side for me, same side, in 3, 2, 1, pull across, tense, 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 keep the abs tight. Fantastic work. Number 3, in 3, 2, 1, brace, 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 pull across, nice. In 3, 2, 1. Pull, pull, pull. Tighten up. Keep the core strong. Awesome form. Give me 2 more. In 3, 2, 1. Pull across, pull across, pull across. Holding tight. Strong in the abs. And last one of these. In 3, 2, 1. Press, press, press. Strong muscles in the core. Fantastic work. Let's move over to the other side. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Pull across. Find that balance. Strong work. Get ready to come up in 3, 2, 1. Pull across the body. That's it. Tentar, don't worry, I've got you. That's it. I got you. You have a balance. Number 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Tighten up here. Good stuff. Give me 3 more. In 3, 2, 1. Pull across. Nice and tight. All in the abs. Strong. Good flexion. Last 2. In 3, 2, 1. Tense. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Perfect work. And up. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. That's it. And brace position for me. Perfect work. Get ready over there. Nice. Okay, we're going to come into a lunge position again. Shoulders over here. And on the contraction, first one's coming down. Nice breath in. And press into the lunge position. I want you to hold with your feet just above the ground. That's it. Knee just above the ground. Next one, you're going to pull to the top. In 3, 2, 1. Push through the heel. Pull those lats. Perfect. Just 3 of these on each side. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Nice and tight. Hold just there. Up in 3, 2, 1. Pull to the top, pull to the top, pull to the top. Strong, strong work. Last one on this leg. In 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow down. Tense over here. Good strong work. And up in 3, 2, 1. And pull to the top. Nice and strong. Fantastic work. Hold. Change legs for me. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and hold. Nice strong form. In 3, 2, 1. Pull up. Engage these lats over here. Pull down hard. Fantastic work. 1 down. Ready for 2. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the top. Nice and strong. Holding tight. In 3, 2, 1. Hold. Down low. Fantastic work. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Press to the top. Press to the top. Nice and strong. Hold just there. And in 3, 2, 1. Nice quasi-isometric. Pull to the top. Pull to the top. Pull to the top. Fantastic work. Brace for me. 1 contraction over here. Get ready and brace. Next one. Feet are going to be wide. Arms are going to be wide. We're going to do a wide bicep pose like this. Nice breath in. And wide bicep pose. Tense here. Pull the abs tight. Nice. Number 2. Pull the glutes in. Nice breath in. Biceps, abs, and glutes. Pull, pull, pull. Strong work. Number 3. In 3, 2, 1. Nice and strong, nice and strong. Doing fantastic. And up. Number 4. In 3, 2, 1. Build this bicep big. That's what I want to see. 4 more left. In 3, 2, 1. Pull, 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 pull. Strong work, strong work. Don't have to come as much down. Nice breath in. Just want you to pull those heels together. Strong. There we go. Perfect. Give me last 2 of these. Last 2 of these. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Perfect. And up. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Strong. Brace position for me. Brace position for me. Okay. Get ready for the next one. We're going to come back into a squat position over here. Into your squat position for me, just over here. Okay, ignore the first contraction. And on the next contraction, you're going to come down. Alright, and in our following contraction, we're going to twist. Alright, just down for the first one. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Down into squat position. Hold tight there. Perfect. And hold. Next contraction, turn to the left. Alright, 3, and go. Squeeze. And forward. Other side in 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. And forward. Last one's going to come up. Last one we're going to raise. Ready? Push to the top, push to the top, push to the top. Fantastic work. Brace position for me, brace position for me. Get ready. and squeeze. All right, just one more brace position just to catch your breath. Get ready and squeeze. All right. Fantastic. You there? You ready again? Perfect. Brace for this one. Next contraction, we're going to start from the bottom, and then on the contraction, I want you to pull to the top, extend all the way. All right, from the bottom, ready, and squeeze. Reach back nice and tight. And down from the bottom, get ready, and squeeze. Nice and strong. And from the bottom again, get ready, and squeeze. Reach back, tummy tight. Fantastic work. Down and get ready and squeeze. That's it. Give me 4 more from the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze tight. Good solid form. 3 more. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze right through. Nice and tight muscles. Last 2. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Awesome work. And last one. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. And brace contraction for me. Get ready. Alright. Now it's going to be our last lower body movements. Alright. So what I want you to do is hands in front of the body over here. Let's get into a lunge position. On the first contraction, not on this one, but on the next one, you're going to come down into a lunge position and hold. And the next contraction, you're going to come up. In 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Perfect. And hold. Next one, you're going to come up, keep the tension, ready, and squeeze. Perfect. Just going to do 3 aside here, just 3 aside. Get ready for the next. In 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Perfect. And hold. Good strong work. And 3, 2, 1. Tighten up. Pull straight up to the top. Nice work. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Down into the lunge. Twist. Abs nice and tight. And hold. Doing great. Last one up. 3, 2, 1. And squeeze to the top. Nice. Brace for 1 contraction for me, and then you can change legs just to catch your breath. Strong work. Alright, we're going to move on to the other side now. And first one down. 3, 2, 1. Turn into lunge position. Hold nice and tight. Strong work. Hold it. That's it. Alright, ready? And come up straight, nice and strong. Perfect. On the 2, 3, 2, 1. Down low, keep those arms nice and strong. Perfect. And hold. Ready to come up. And squeeze straight. Nice and tight. And 3, 2, 1. And squeeze. Strong as you can. And holding. Last one coming up. And 3, 2, 1. Pull to the top, pull to the top, pull to the top. Fantastic work. And brace position for me, brace position for me. Ready? Squeeze. How are we feeling? Tired? Good. Alright, next one we're going to do a forward leaning reverse flow. So the wrists will be together here, feet will be nice and narrow. On the contraction, you're going to lean forward, pull the shoulder blades together, keep the abs tight. Ready? First one, and nice, lean forward, tense here, tense here, tense here. That's it, and up straight over here. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Squeeze forward, nice and tight. And up. The next one, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze forward, tummy tight, shoulder blades together. And up. Again, 3, 2, 1. And squeeze. Nice and strong, nice and strong, nice and strong. Nice, just 4 more of these. Nice simple exercises. Ready? Squeeze. Tighten up. Perfect work. 3 more to go. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Exhale. Good breath control. Good posture. Last 2 of these. 3, 2, 1. And squeeze. Doing fantastic. And up. And ready. 3, 2, 1. And squeeze. And that's all the brace position for me. There we go. Ready and brace. Right. The last standing movement we're going to do today. And get into a nice sumo squat position. Arms in the count. On the contraction, you're going to pull down into your squat. Pull, 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 pull. Hold, 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 and straight back up. Perfect. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, and pull, 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 pull. Hold, 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 hold. And straight back to the top. Number 3. Ready? And pull, 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 pull. Hold, 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 hold. And up. Give me 4 more. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze down low. Tighten up those lats. Tighten up those lats. And up. Give me 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice and strong. Give me last one of these. Last one of these. In 3, 2, 1. And squeeze. Nice and tight. Fantastic work. And brace position for me. Get ready. And brace. Alright. So you can take a few steps back from you and the contraction goes off. There you go. Brace for one contraction, ready, brace. And we come down to the knees, down to the knees. Right, and onto the knees. In 3, 2, 1, and brace. Alright. Okay, so you're going to come into an extended plank position. I'll show you exactly how I want you to move now. Just brace for the next contraction, ready, and brace. And start over here. Next contraction, raise the left arm, then the right arm, then the left leg, then the right leg. Get ready, and one arm, that's it, nice and tight core, nice and tight core. And plank. Next one on this arm, 3, 2, 1, squeeze. Tighten up, doing great, and plank. Now one on each leg, ready, and squeeze. Nice posture, and down. Last one on the other side, ready, and squeeze. Fantastic, and rest in the hands and knees. Rest in the hands and knees. Brace in 3, 2, 1. Good, strong work. You're going to go through that one more time, and extend plank position, one arm at a time. Ready, and raise one arm. Perfect work. And plank. Onto the left arm in 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. I like it. And one on each leg, perfect. 3, 2, 1, squeeze. I'm loving it. And last one in 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Good strong work, and rest. Alright, rest for me, brace for the next contraction, in 2, 1, and rest. Alright, strong work. Okay, so we're going to do alternating Superman. So what you're going to do is you're going to raise left arm and your right leg at the same time, nice and straight. That's it. And down. Alternate to the other side in 3, 2, 1. Alternate. Tense here. When the hammies working, the lower back, the glutes. That's 2 down. Ready for 3, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Nice and tight. Doing fantastic. And down. Number 4. Perfect work. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Tighten up the hammies. Good strong work. That's it, 4 to go. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Tighten up, keep that chin neutral. That's it. Good, I want you to keep staring at the ground. 3, 2, 1, and up we go. Fantastic. Tighten here. Nice. Last one on each side. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Perfect. And last one on the other side. In 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Awesome work. And brace for one contraction for me. Brace for one contraction. There we go. Just want you to brace for one more contraction still. Just catch the breath again. Catch the breath. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to come into a plank position again on the contraction. You're going to turn and reach for the ceiling nice and high. Alright. Nice and strong. Right into it. Perfect. And plank. Twisting out of the way. 3, 2, 1, and twist and reach nice and stable over here. That's what I want to see. Other side. In 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Perfect. And last one on this side. In 3, 2, 1, squeeze. Perfect. And rest. Rest. Brace for this one. Ready and brace. We're going to go one more on that one, one more on that one. And extended plank in 3, 2, 1. Twist and reach up high, reach in the hand and down. Other side in 3, 2, 1. And twist and reach Flatten up as strong as you can. Perfect. One more on each side, and then we're done with these. In 3, 2, 1. Twist and reach. Perfect. And down, last one. In 3, 2, 1. Twist and reach. Strong as you can. Strong as you can. And rest. Cool. Rest for me. Ready and rest. When this contraction ends, onto the back. Get ready and onto the back for me. In 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. I'm just going to turn your upper back and your lower back down a little bit, just so you can cope with that. Perfect. Ready and squeeze. Everything else good? Back. Upper, middle, both. Cool. Let's go down on the back still. Nice. Get up. Shoulders. Cool. Let's go down on the traps. 3, 2, good. Much better. Alright, fantastic. So we're going to do some single leg pelvic raises. You can leave the table leg over the abdomen. How it's going to work is one knee is going to be level over here, one leg in the air, arms on the side, on the contraction, boom, raise. Right, ready, squeeze. Fantastic. And down. Get that other leg up. Ready, and squeeze. And down. Other leg up for number 3. Get ready and squeeze. Squeeze with the glutes, squeeze with the glutes. And down, number 4. Get ready and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Fantastic work. And down, 4 more to elbow, please. Get ready and squeeze. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Nice, strong work. 3 to go. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Tighten muscles, hammies, glutes, lower back. Last one on each leg. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Nice and straight. And the last one on the side. 3, 2, 1. And squeeze. Being fantastic. And brace in that position for me. Just brace. Get ready. Right. Last exercise of the day. I want your hands to come together. Wrap them over your abs just over here. And then on the contraction, raise those legs nice and high, nice and slow. Pull with the abs. Right. Okay, no problem. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice and strong. Perfect. Ready again. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Tighten up. Loving it. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And down, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze with the abs. Pull from here, nice and tense. And last one. 3, 2, 1. Tense from here. Tense, tense, tense. Bring them up, bring them up. Strong work. And done. There we go. Good strong work. Okay guys, so lastly, the most advanced program, we make use of most of the intensifying techniques for this one. When it comes to weights and resistance bands, repetitions and so on and so forth. We've got Monique here doing the advanced program, her levels are already preset, so we're just going to start and get into the actual exercises. Ready Monique? Yeah. There we go. And here's the first contraction. Right, so I'm just going to brace for one more for me in 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Alright. Now I want you to get into a squat position. You're going to do one slow repetition to the bottom. 3, 2, 1, squeeze. When it goes off, 2 full repetitions. Do it with me. Come up once, up, down, ready, and squeeze. That's up. Perfect. And 2 full. 1, up, down, up, ready, squeeze to the bottom. Perfect. And 1, up, down, and squeeze. Fantastic work. Another one. Down, up, down, and squeeze. Last 2. And up, down, ready, squeeze. And last one. Down, up, and squeeze. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And you can hold a brace position for me. Perfect. First one, squats 3 repetitions. Moving on to our diagonal crunch. Let me listen ball. Okay, so when the contraction goes off, after the next contraction, you grab hold of this for me. Wait for this one. Alright, you grab those, you grab those. Perfect. On the next contraction, you're going to take the medicine ball, pull across the body, hold tight as you can in the abs, and up. Same side, ready, and squeeze across, tense the abs, that's it, that's it, that's it. Hold the position, help you balance. 3, 2, 1, pull across, abs tight, abs tight, abs tight. Good strong work. That's 3 down, 3 to go. 3, 2, 1. Pull, pull, pull. Tighten up in the core. Strong with the medicine ball. And up. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. And squeeze. Nice and strong. And last 2. And 3, 2, 1. And nice and slow. Pull tight. Abs strong. Belly button in. Last 1. 3, 2, 1. And nice exhale. Flex, flex, flex. Perfect. Let's move on to the other side. Focus on one point. Ready. And squeeze. Try and find your balance. If not, I'll help. Nice. Ready for 2, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Sorted. And up. And 3, 3, 2, 1. And squeeze across. Pull tight here. Strong work. 3 to go, 3 to go. And 3, 2, 1. Pull tight, abs strong, knees coming up, tense, 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 tense. 2 more, 3, 2, 1, and pull, 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 pull. That's it, strong as you can. Nice core tension, last 1, and 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Nice inside, nice inside. And put your hands together for me. Ready and brace. Perfect. Okay, we're going to go into a lunge position now, and over here. First one just down. Get ready and nice and slow to the bottom and hold. Knees above ground. Next one's tricep extension. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Tense the triceps. Nice and tight, nice and tight, nice and tight. Strong work. And next one's going to be a bicep curl. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those biceps. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Fourth contraction. You're going to come up. And 3, 2, 1. Push it up, push it up, push it up. And on the same note, change legs for me, exactly the same thing. First one's just down, and ready, into that position, nice and strong. Keep tension in the quads, hold just there, then we go for triceps. Get ready, and squeeze those triceps up, back, tense, tense, tense. Holding tight, next one's the biceps. 3, 2, 1, pull the biceps nice and tight. Fantastic work, and then the last one's going to come up. Ready, 3, 2, 1. Press, 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 press. Fantastic. Brace for one contraction. We're going to do 1 more on each side. So we're going to go back into the other leg. Fantastic work. And 1 more on each leg. First one down. Ready, and tense over here in the quads. Nice and tight. In the hands, holding. Then onto the triceps in 3, 2, 1. And tense out to the back. Flex hard, flex hard. Perfect work. Go to the biceps, good work. 3, 2, 1. Pull the biceps, pull the biceps. Strong work. And then the last one comes up. Keep holding. 3, 2, 1. Press, press, press. Nice. Strong work. And last one of these on the other leg. Lunges are hard today. Down, load. Tense tummy. Strong work. Hold tight. And we go triceps. Ready. 3, 2, 1. Tense over here. Nice, good control, good control. And holding. Perfect. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. Biceps. Strong work. And holding. Good posture. Last one coming up. In 3, 2, 1. And up. Brace position for me. Catch the breath. Get ready. And brace. Alright, I want you to take a step to your left. Just so we can pull the cable out of the way. Get that back for me. Grab onto this, brace for this one. Cool, brace. And you're going to take an overhand grip. Alright, from this overhand grip, start here on a contraction, raise it to the top. Alright. Okay, we're going to go on the next contraction, push through the heels, raise the bar above the head, reach back, ready, and pull the bar all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, and down to the bottom. Number 2, get ready, 3, 2, 1, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Strong work. Number 3. And ready, nice breath in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Doing great. Number 4. From the bottom. Nice breath in. And squeeze. Four more. 3, 2, 1. And squeeze to the top, squeeze to the top. That's it. Give me 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice, strong activation. Last one. In 3, 2, 1. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Fantastic work. And face forward, brace position. Put your hands together. There we go. And brace. Nice, strong work. Alright, ready for the next one? Brace for me. Cool. We're going to come into a squat position. The first contraction, we're just going to squat down and hold. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Let's come down into this position over here. Strong work. Next contraction, pulsing movements. Ready? And pulse, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the thighs, squeeze the hammies, and hold. One more pulsing movement, and squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hammies, squeeze the thighs, and hold. Last one coming up. 3, 2, 1. Press, 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 press. Strong work. And slow movements up. Get ready, and slow to the top. Nice and strong. Brace position. We're going to go through that one more time. Just brace for a contraction now. Just brace for this one. Catch the breath. And we're going to go through that same thing. Just 2 contractions and pulsing. Alright, number 1 coming down. 3, 2, 1. And to the bottom. Nice and strong. And hold. Alright, first contraction and pulsing. Here we go. Nice breath in. And squeeze. Every time you pulse, tense harder. Nice. And hold. Last one of pulsing in 3, 2, 1. And pulse. Strong work. Keep it tight. And hold. Last one's coming up. Slow to the top. Get ready. And bring it up. Nice and strong. Perfect. Brace position. Nice and strong. Strong work. Okay, we're just going to work with our dumbbells now. First contraction. And GDs. Just brace it up for me. This one's going to be quite hard. You can bend the elbows a little bit. On the next contraction, you're going to lean forward. Let's raise those dumbbells up. Alright. Breath in, abs tight, lean forward, raise those dumbbells, strong work, and down, ready for 2, and nice breath in, squeeze, keep the tummy tight, squeeze with the upper back, nice, and down, number 3, 3, 2, 1, squeeze, as tight as you can, good, number 4, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze, tense abs, pull the upper back. That's it. Give me 4 more. 3, 2, remember to lean forward. You don't have to squat all the way down. Nice. Give me 3 of these. Nice. Breath in and squeeze. Going good. 2 more to go. And nice breath in. Squeeze. Strong as you can. Last one. And 3, 2, 1, and tense up, nice and high, and brace position, get ready, and brace. Okay, you're going to grab these, hands together, brace for 1 more contraction, perfect. We're going to come back into a lunge position, hands on the head, you're going to come down in the first one, ready, and into the lunge position, that's it, hold up, pull those biceps, and you're going to pulse in the second contraction. Get ready, nice breath in, and let's pulse. Strong work, and hold. Got 1 more contraction of pulsing. Get ready, nice breath in, pulse, small movements, that's it. And hold, last one's coming up, nice breath in, press, you got to the top, that's it. Lower, that's it. Brace position, there we go. And next one, you're going to come down again. Get ready on the contraction, you're going to come down in the right leg. In 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Awesome work. And ready for the pulsing. Nice breath in. Pulsing movement. Build the tension. And hold. Good. You got 1 more. Ready. Nice breath in. Build the tension. And hold. Last one, slow movement to the top. Nice breath in. And you can come up. That's it. And brace position. Get ready. And brace. Strong work. Right, you're going to come forward for me. And hold against the glass. Ready. And brace. Carry. squeeze in these bands over here. One foot in, and one foot in. Right, so it doesn't pinch. Okay, next one we're going to work on the glutes a little bit. We're going to go forward leaning glutes extension. Come on this side of here. On the contraction, I want you to push against the band. Raise the glutes. Nice. And down. We can alternate for this one, so we go on to the other leg. 3, 2, and squeeze. Keep the lower back tight, core strong. And up. Keep alternating. Nice breath in. This is for 3. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. As strong as you can. Perfect. And 4. Nice breath in. Forward. Squeeze tight as you can. And strong work. We've got 4 to go. And nice breath in. Squeeze. Nice strong flexion. 3 left, almost there. Ready. Nice breath in. And squeeze. Tighten up. 2 more on each side. Give me 1 more each side. Nice breath in. And squeeze. Strong work, strong 4. And last 1. And nice breath in. And squeeze. 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 Good. Strong work. Let's do a couple more each side. Last 1. And squeeze. Really keep the glutes firing today. That's it. Last one. Last one. Nice breath in. And squeeze. Nice and tense. And you can step out of your bed. Ready and brace. Cool. Brace for 1 more contraction for me. Just catch the breath. Nice and strong. Ready and brace. Okay, we're just going to do a simple exercise before we move to the floor. It's a nice forward lean, reverse fly, strengthen the upper back. Nice breath in. Forward lean, reverse fly. Tense, tense, tense. And up. Ready for 2. Nice breath in. Tummy tight. Forward lean. Tense in here. Strong work. And up. Number 3. And nice breath in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice strong. And number 4. Ready. Nice breath in. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Upper back working hard. Back work. And up. Give me 3 more. Nice breath in. Leaning forward, abs tight. Cool. Last 2 moving to the floor. Nice breath in. And squeeze. Nice and strong. Fantastic work. And last 1. Nice breath in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, brace for 1 contraction. Get down on the hands and the knees. Ready and brace. And hands and knees. Okay, so watch me for the first one. This one's quite challenging. You're going to work from an extended plank position on the contraction, opposite arm and leg. This one's tough. Ready? Nice breath in, opposite arm and leg. That's it. And down. Onto the other side. It's just 4 contractions. Nice breath in. And raise that arm. That's it. Strong as you can. Perfect. 1 more each side. And nice breath in. And squeeze. Find the balance. Find that balance. Strong work. Last 1 on the other side. Nice breath in. And squeeze. That's it. Find that core. And rest. Hands and legs. Brace for 1 contraction. Get ready. And brace. Cool. Alright, so we're going to come from an extended plank position on the contraction, turn, and reach as high as you can. Ready? Up, top, and down. Ready for the other side. Nice breath in, turn, and reach. Strong work. 1 more each side. Nice breath in, turn, and reach. Strong as you can. Perfect. And last 1. Nice breath in, turn and reach. Nice. Hands and knees for me, brace for 1 contraction, get ready and brace. We're going to do that one more time on that one. And let's get ready, extended plank position. Nice breath in, turn, reach. Strong. Hands down to the side. Nice breath in, turn and reach. Strong up, tighten it up. And down, last 1 on each side, Nice breath in, turn, reach, strong. Perfect. And last side, nice breath in, turn and reach. That's it. And hands and knees for me. Take a rest, take a breather, get ready. Nice breath in and squeeze. Right. I want you to come flat down onto the stomach for me. And start over here on the contraction, raise your arms and your legs, nice and high, arms and legs. And turn your arms down to help you. That's as strong as you can. That's number one. Ready for the next one. Number two, nice breath in. And raise the arms and the legs. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the upper back. And down. Number three, perfect. Nice breath in. And squeeze, nice and strong. Good, tight work. And down. Number four, nice breath in. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hammies. Squeeze the lower back. Nice and strong. And down. Give me three more. Nice breath in. And squeeze. Strong work. Two to go. Nice breath in. And squeeze. Nice strong work. And last one. Nice breath in. And squeeze. Good. Strong work when this one's done. And on the hands and knees. Ready? Hands and knees. Right. Brace one contraction. Then I want you to flip over onto the back for me. Ready, and onto your back, nice and strong. Good. Yeah, coming down the upper back and the lower back. Ready, and abs.
Traps.
Traps. Take your traps down. Get ready, and better.
Yes.
Okay, hammies good?
Yes.
Fantastic. Alright, we're going to loosen the leg, how the raises with the hold. So, what I want you to do is start over here on the next contraction. You're going to come up into the air and squeeze. Alright, now you're going to hold. And then second one down and up. Get ready. And down and up on the contraction.
In the contraction.
Yeah, in the contraction. That's it. And hold. Next one in the contraction again. Nice breath in and down. And up, good, just two more on the stick, just two more on the stick, fight it, nice breath in, and down, and up, strong as you can, nice work, last one, and ready, down, and up, and rest, good job, take one contraction break, you gotta get ready and brace, and then you're gonna move on to the other leg. Okay, so first one you're just gonna raise, get ready, nice breath in, just one slow raise, strong work. Now we've got three down and ups. Okay, next contraction, nice breath in, and down, and up, and hold. Strong work. We've got two more. Hold it strong. Nice breath in, and down, and up, and hold. That's it. Last one. Nice breath in, and down, and up, and rest. Brace, get ready. Last exercise for the day on the contraction. Reach as far as you can, even if it's only just a little bit. And tighten those abs. Strong work. And down, going. And ready, nice breath in and squeeze. Tighten up. Strong work. And down. Just give me three more of these. Nice breath in. And squeeze, and down, last two, nice breath in, and squeeze, awesome work, and down, last one, nice breath in, and squeeze, and done. Perfect.
Throughout your routine, you would compound sets or exercises when a client has a specific quite a lot and come off as unprofessional or unplanned. In addition to the little Thank you guys so much for watching my next masterclass video. I hope you found I didn't only incorporate the previous You'll notice that I didn't only incorporate the technique that I was talking about, Weights and